you're looking to cook something really special this Christmas, why not try these individual beef Wellingtons? We're using chestnuts, which are really festive and they're in season. First thing we need to do, non-stick frying pan onto the heat, and then we need a tablespoon of vegetable oil into the pan, and then add in the chopped shallots, and then in with the chopped mushrooms. It's really important to cook the mushrooms and the shallots down until all the liquid's evaporated. This will intensify the mushroom flavour. We're going to season with a little bit of salt, and then some cracked black pepper. Add in the chopped and peeled chestnuts, and then just give those a really good stir around, get all the flavours marrying together, and then we can turn the gas off. Scoop the mixture into the food processor. Just blend the mixture on the pulse setting so you get a little bit of texture as well. Paté's all done now. Next thing we need to do is seal off the beef. Now this is 100% British beef, fillet steaks, they're going to taste absolutely fantastic. So a little bit of oil on them first, and then we want to season them with salt and pepper on both sides. And then just turn them over and season them on that other side as well. Got a non-stick pan on, really hot here, and then we'll take the steaks to the pan and then we'll seal those off until they get really nice and golden brown. It's really important that you seal the steaks all the way around the sides, top and bottom, to lock in all that flavour. Just lift them straight out of the pan onto a plate, and then, because we've been handling raw meat, make sure you've washed your hands. I've got some puff pastry here. It's cold out of the fridge. It's really important that you use it cold. Cut that into 4 portions, and then we're just going to dust it with a little bit of flour and roll them out. Just roll them one way and then turn them over and roll them the next way. It's really important to start with the shape you want to finish with. Just dust the puff pastry with a little bit of flour each time you roll it out. Make sure it's nice and movable. Just roll the puff pastry one way, turn it round and roll it the other way. You don't want to apply too much pressure, just enough just to push it and flatten it out. If the pastry gets stuck, just dust it with a little bit of flour, move the pastry around, make sure it's nice and manageable and movable, and then just roll it out. Once you've got the pastry all rolled out ready, we've got the pâté ready, the steaks are sealed, all we need to do now is build the Wellingtons. So unfold the pastry and then brush around the edges with a little bit of egg wash. Just brush the beaten egg all round, and then we're going to place the steak just there, and then we'll put a nice spoonful of this pâté on the top of the steak and then just press it down, and then just fold the pastry over the beef, encasing all that really nice flavour, and then just press it down, and then either with a knife or I've got a pizza wheel here, you can just run that all the way around the Wellington, and then with a fork we're just going to press around the edges just to seal it all up. Just crimp down all the edges with a fork and then transfer that onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper, and then we'll do the same for the other 3. Any of the leftover pastry, just roll out and cut some nice leaves for decoration. Once you've finished making the leaves, we're going to egg wash the beef Wellingtons really well so they come up with a lovely glaze. So just pop the leaves on top of the Wellingtons, they'll just stick on there nicely, and then a final little glaze of the egg wash will really make these nice and golden and looking delicious. To cook the Wellingtons, place them in a preheated oven, 200 degrees, gas mark 6 for 25 minutes. So there you have it, some wonderful beef and chestnut Wellingtons, perfect for Christmas.